Hello, my Ravens. You probably noticed by the title of this video that this is going to be kind of a different video than what I usually do. This isn't going to be about my books or anything. This is about another one of my hobbies. Okay. First of all, to answer the title question of the video, what is an eFed? Okay, an eFed is an online pro wrestling organization. And you may be wondering how that works, and I'm going to explain it to you. Now, many of you are probably fans of like WWE, AEW, all the big, maybe Impact, all the pro wrestling organizations. Well, there are people online that use video games to do their own wrestling organizations. And it's actually a pretty cool process. Like, if you've ever played any of the WWE games, you know that all of them have the option for a creator wrestler, like so you can create yourself on there. So basically what these eFed people do is the heads of them, you go to them and you give them your name of your character, the description of what you want them to be like whether they wear a mask or like any distinguishing features or anything like that, and your height, your weight, tell them what wrestler's moveset would be best for you, because depending on what your style you want to be, like if you're a high flyer, you might want to be Jeff Hardy. Have his moveset. If you're like a technical wrestler, go with Bret Hart. Or if you're a brawler, you might want to go with a Mick Foley Mankind moveset. And you can tell them what you want your entrance music to be, and they can set it up for you. It's actually a very, very cool process. Now, I belong to an eFed called Fat Money Wrestling. It's on a channel called, I believe it's called the Gaming Alternative Channel. And I will put a link to that channel in the description below. They have 2 shows a week, one called Evolve, one called Underground. Hi, Banjo. And my character is a modern day take on the $1 Million Man named Christopher Rich. I'm a snotty millionaire. I have servants all around me. I live in a mansion, and my catchphrase is money is power, and I'm money. I may even post one of my promos on here sometime so you can get the idea to it. Okay, now, if you do get into an eFed, this is what you have to do. It's not something you can just say, hey, this is my thing, and you just sit around and do nothing. Once you're actually in the eFed, you go to their page, and they give you who your opponent is or whatever, or when you first start, you can do an introduction promo telling who you are and everything. You have to do a promo each week on your opponent, and you're definitely going to have to watch the shows and learn who your opponents are and learn who everybody is and keep up with it. Now, most of the time they prefer for you to do online, like video promos. Some people do writing promos. In fact, that was what I did at first, because of course I'm a writer, but then somebody coaxed me into doing video promos, and I'm glad they did. So, like I said, each week if you have an opponent, you need to do a promo on them. Of course, if you get busy, like people understand you have everyday things to do in life, and like if you like contact management and stuff, they understand or whatever. But if you're just don't get in contact with anybody and there's no good reason, you just don't do any promos, like in real wrestling, if you don't put any work in, you're going to get cut. I've seen it happen. So that's why you need to be active in the group. Like, it's okay, it's a hobby, but it needs to be an active hobby. So now how this works, once you get your wrestler and everything, they give you your opponents. You're probably wondering who wins or whatever. Well, it depends on how much work you do. Just like in real wrestling, you put in a lot of work, they're going to reward you. If you don't put in work, they're probably going to make you a jobber. Now, let me get my train of thought. Okay. Like, depending on how good you do, like how good your promo is or whatever, like, different things go into it. Like, how good your character is, how good you promo, how often you promo goes into it. And that decides how good you do and whether you win championships or not. And something else I haven't explained, you're probably wondering how the matches go or whatever. People are playing these WWE games. They create your character and everything, and all the other characters on the video game. and they do their weekly shows. They actually play out the matches on the game and record them and play them on YouTube. And that's where you get an eFed at. And like I said, I had never even heard of it until a friend brought it to my attention, and now I love it. It's one of my favorite hobbies to do. And but if this sounds like something you would like, I'm going to put a link to the channel in it. I don't know if they want me to put the group link in or not, because I think don't quote me on this. I think you can join just as a fan, but you can also join as a wrestler. So just ask me any questions you want in the comments, and I will let you know and answer that as best as I can. And if there's some questions I don't know about, I can get back with the management and creative of my eFed, Fat Money Wrestling, and I will let you know. So any questions, just comment. And I believe I've covered everything about how it goes and everything. Like I said, it's kind of like, it's just like being a wrestler, except you're not having to lift weights and everything. You're basically just telling the stories, you're being your own character, and you're seeing what creative does with you. Like, you've got management, you've got creative who does the stories and plays the matches out, and you just do what you can. And I think that pretty much covers everything. Like I said, this is a different kind of video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe to my channel, and be sure to subscribe to Fat Money Wrestling if that's something you're interested in. Link will be in the description. And that'll do it for this video. And as I always say, my Ravens, happy reading.